This video is going to be a demonstration of weight belt removal and replacement on the bottom. Reasons you need to be able to do this. During a high entry, when you hit the water, your weight belt might get bumped a little bit loose, and you might need to tighten it back up. As you descend in the water column, the neoprene that you're wearing, that compresses, and you physically get smaller as you go to depth. So there you may need to adjust your weight belt as well. When you get out of the water, say into a small boat, it's much easier to hand up your weight belt to the people inside the small boat to climb inside the boat. So these are just a couple of examples. Belt remove and replace. First thing we need to do, make sure to let all the air out of our buoyancy compensator, or BCD. You want to be as negative as possible on the bottom when you're doing this skill. With your right hand, you're going to reach around the front, you're going to pop open the buckle, and as you take the weight belt off, make sure and keep it on top of you. Keep the weight on top of you during this entire skill. Make the equipment do the work. When you go to put your weight belt back on, you roll away from the belt, keeping the weight on top of you. Make the weight belt do all the work. You slide the weight belt up, and then before you do the buckle, make sure that your gauge console or your alternate air source or octopus isn't trapped underneath the belt. Trick here is making the equipment do all the work for you. We'll take a look at this from another view. This is side view. Same thing, all the air out of your BC. And with your right hand, reach around the front, pop the buckle, but immediately put the weight back on top of you. It's really important that you do this with the proper technique. These are light belts here. These might be 12 or 16 pound belts. When you're doing this skill in cold water, you might be wearing a 25 to a 35 pound weight belt. The technique is just massively important there. Again, make sure not to trap your gauge console or your alternate air source or octopus. And there you go. That was a good example of weight belt removal and replacement on the bottom.